Hello, everybody. This is Anime What Ifer coming with part 3 to What If Deku Was Zoro's Son? Part 3? Yeah, okay. Anyway, where we last left off, Deku was going to do the 3-month training. 3-month training? No, sheesh, I'm already messing up. 10-month training with All Might. And he learns how to use his quirk, named Pressure. And now he's gonna learn Spirit Pressure. If I didn't say it on the second part, then I'm saying it now. Either way, he learns how to use Spirit Pressure, and as you can see right here on the screen, he learns how to do that move, and I forgot what the move was called, but I know it had something to do with the god named Ashura, the Warlord, or the God of War. Yeah, anyway. So he's able to do actual replicas of his arms and his heads. Although it's gonna freak everybody out. But I think Duplo Arms, or I don't know what that dude's name was. Yeah, but I think he'll be the only one who would see him like as a good friend or somebody to, I don't know, actually. But that's gonna be one of his friends, like a good best friend or something. Anyway, I didn't give it to Bakugo, as if I didn't say that, she, it's a she in this one, she's not gonna take it because she doesn't want borrowed power, the same as Deku. So, cut to the, I think it was during the test, or, oh, the entrance exam. Alright. Because he didn't want to do, like, all this hero stuff, but since somebody told me in the comment, not in the comments, sheesh, I forgot. Somebody told me on Instagram, I think it was a friend of mine, he told me that he could be a vigilante, but I didn't like it. So we kept arguing, and so we made a bet. And for some reason, he wanted him to be at least a vigilante or a hero, but I didn't like the thing of him being a vigilante. Although I would have actually loved him to be a bounty hunter, which I seriously don't know what's the difference between the two of them, between a vigilante or a bounty hunter. So I just decided to make him a hero, just for legal reasons. Anyway, so he goes to the entrance exam because All Might helped him out with getting an application and stuff, because it's All Might. He's going to be a teacher there, and plus he's the #1 hero. I think he might have leeway to that. Now he goes to the entrance. He goes and he walks, and he doesn't trip, and so he won't meet Uraraka until, what is that thing? Until they fight the robots. I'm sorry, I'm screwing up today. I'm always nervous when I do this on video. But that's not the point right now. The point is, he goes and he sits down, and Bakugo's next by him. I think that's how it was in canon. Yeah, it was. Okay. So President Mike's doing all the talking and stuff, and Bakugo's just getting annoyed because she's impatient. Like I said, she'll kick your ass and she'll help you, and she'll save a puppy. You know, that kind of good nature. Anyway, so Ida gets mad and tells them to be quiet, and Bakugo was gonna go and what is it called? She was gonna go blast him because she's not gonna take crap from somebody weaker than her. before it happens, Zoro, fudge, Deku, he just straight up grabs her arms, and then just puts her on the chair, or he just grabs her arms and he tells him, "Let me handle this." Then he flashes out a sword that Zoro, I think, Zoro had a collection. Because he always wants to find good swords. And he's gonna have like some just some two basic katanas or Japanese swords, and the third one's gonna be one of his old swords from back then. But I don't know which one it was, so I'm just gonna say it's just one of his first swords from the. I don't know. It's just one of his old swords. Okay. So he just whips it around and just thoroughly. He puts it near Ida's neck very fast. And Bakugo's like, she was mad, but now she's like shocked because she doesn't know how he just has a sword. And Ida gets like scared, but he also says, "Oh no," he just says something dumb like, "You can't have a sword. That's illegal." But I think because you can't have like weapons or you can't have items around you. But Deku has it as a. I know Deku will have to have like some permission slips, and he'll have to have his weapons registered. Like I guess how they do for guns. Since you can't have nothing like just walk around with a katana around school. You know, set a prime example for people. That's not the point right now. The point is, he goes and he just tells him to shut up because he can't hear the teacher say anything. I forgot how this all started. I just know Bakugo was getting mad. She just kept flipping out. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. So so Deku just tells him to shut up and listen to the teacher. He doesn't have any time for his crap. And Ida just doesn't say nothing because he has a point. She was, of course, Bakugo was like just smirking and like laughing her ass off. Yeah. Anyway. So they get to the entrance exam. Entrance exam? No. The students. No, I think. Yeah, the robots part, because after all that stuff, and Zoro, Deku actually, he walks into the front of the line, because I really do suck at talking. Jeez. Come on now, Ivan. You got this. Oh, okay. So he goes to the front of the line and he sees Suyu. And Ida sees him going towards Froppy. And he grabs him and tells him, "What are you doing?" And Deku says, "What do you mean?" Because Ida's a douchebag. That's all I gotta say. And Deku was just minding his own business, so he's getting pretty mad again. And he tells him, "Why do you keep annoying me?" And Ida says, "I'm not trying to annoy you. You're just trying to, what did he say? I think it was either you're trying to not harass. Oh man. You're trying to make people fail by making them not concentrate. And he says he saved that girl. So talking to her wouldn't be that bad. And Ida grabs, and Ida's still holding him, telling him to not talk to her. So so Deku just grabs his arm and twists it, but he also activated his quirk. But Ida doesn't know this right now because he's in pain. And he lets go. And Ida just talks crap like, I want to say it like, how dare you touch me? But Deku doesn't really care. He just walks towards her and tells her, like, hey, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. And Froppy looks at him and remembers him and says, oh, it's been good seeing you. I want to thank you, but you just walked away. And I'm not doing any of those, like, I'm not like trying to voice the characters. I'm just gonna talk normally. Back to the story. So he goes and people, Ida's like yelling, telling him, why does he have 3 swords? He's not allowed to bring them. And yeah, he's not allowed to bring them, but there's a person in the stands, well, not in the stands, in where the computers are at, or whatever they were in, and President Mike was saying, you're right, but you're right. So, and he tells the kid, hey kid, I don't think you're supposed to be having those things while taking a test. And Deku says, it's all right. He said, it's all right. I filled the paperwork out, and he's registered them. And Ida says, registered? You can only fight with your quirk. And Deku said, fine, because he doesn't care. He knows no sword style. And he knows how to pick out pipes and sticks. So it's basically, it doesn't matter what weapon he uses, because he's just gonna use them like they're swords. So he just throws them in what's called. He just throws them at the very next by the hall. No, he throws them where the hall would be at, and he's starting to like a running position. And Ida is thinking to himself, oh, all right. He thinks he's faster than me, the chump. Unknown to Ida, he's like taking a position too. And the moment says present until after that, President Mike says ready, set, go. Everybody runs except for Ida, because now Deku put the, I think, what would that thing be called? Oh, okay. He would have his quirk. Ah, dang it, I'm an idiot. Okay, he would put his quirk on him, and he's not able to move for a good 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes. Good 5 minutes, since the test took 20 minutes, I think. Really not sure. So he's not moving. He's thinking to himself, why the hell can I not move? And it's like freaking him out because he's trying to be the best. Little known to him, it's Zoro's son, so I don't think you'll be always average compared to somebody who can wield 4 freaking heads, as far as I can see in this picture. And he runs. No, not him. Deku runs and starts to go I think, go to each robot, and he just keeps slashing them with his arms. And he picks up pieces of metal, like from the I think either the 1 pointer or something like that, the smallest ones, and he's picking out some parts of metal, like a big pipe, and he's just swinging them, and not like swinging them crazy or anything. He's just swinging them like he knows how to use it, since he's been using sword style most of his, well, for the 7.5 years that he's been doing it. So he's pretty much okay. And after that, Ida is running already. I think Bakugo was in the other arena, or on the other part. Not in the other part. I think in the other. Oh yeah, in the other section. And Deku's just running as fast as he can, because he can probably run between Mach 1. Since Zoro's been training him, and he's been like using his legs all the time, freaking doing like hurdles and stuff. So he goes, and he doesn't feel nothing, like, since his arms are coated with hockey, and he's using not precision. What is the first? Oh man, he's using like. Okay, there's 2 hockeys: armament, conquerors, and I think enhancement. No, not enhancement. Ah, jeez. He uses the one where he can see stuff better and clearly and all that stuff. So he uses that, and he sees, I think, the 0-pointer. And the 0-pointer has about, let's see, probably not the 0-point. The 0-pointer would be like, I really don't know, actually. I know the 0-pointer would be near, or in the back, and he's over. You know what? Minute right here. Let's see. He would be over 2,000. Not 2,000 tons. Probably 500 tons. Since the thing is big, and from wiring and stuff. So yeah, he would be. Okay. Anyway, so he's over there, and he's already been brought out. After that, he would hear a voice, and this one will be Suyu's, since I'm gonna just say Ochako, Uraraka. Yeah. Anyway, she will be in the other section. And she won't actually break her leg or whatever she did. But this time it'll be Suyu that would have done it. Or not done it. Who would have been stuck. And since he got to know her, he's starting to feel like, oh jeez, why does she keep needing my help every time? So he's just casually walking while everybody's like running away. Because it's kind of far, but not that far. So he grabs 2 more pipes, and he puts one in his teeth and both on his hands. And let's see. Since he learns spear pressure, I'm gonna say he learns how to do air slashes. So he's gonna just do one, and let's just say it's a new one. It's a new one. let's let's just call it Harmony Tornado. Yeah, sounds kind of fruity, but whatever. So he unleashes it, and in the middle of the let's see, the Zero Pointer's head, and it's being drilled through him. It's being drilled through him, and the insides are being sucked inside. And it's not exploding because I guess tornadoes can suck in fire. And he jumps off of it, and he's just looking at Suyu, and she's amazed. All right, she's already amazed at the fact that whatever he just did was just like freaking drilling inside of him, in the center of her head, and not her head, the Zero Pointer's head. And she tells him that was amazing. I really don't know what she would say, but she would just say thank you and all that stuff. Zoro, fuck. Oh hell. Deku would have been on like, nah, it's no problem. And he just grabs all the stuff, like all the rubble off of her. And she's injured, but not that much. So he just runs, like carrying her bridal style. And she's blushing. And you guys already know what I'm going with this. It's a threesome. We're gonna go with that. I'm not that kind of dirty perverts. But he's going to not the entrance where they first started, but it's taking him a while because he's kind of lost, even though Asui knows which way to go. It's like she's thinking to herself, how can someone so strong not have a sense of direction? All right, because he's still part of Zoro. There's always going to be that saving grace because of Inko, so thank God for that. But guess what? He's still part of Zoro. Sometimes he gets it right, sometimes he gets it wrong. That's not the point. The point is, he goes and after a couple of minutes, Asui, she gets healed by Recovery Girl and all that, and she thanks him and all, kind of with a blush, and he's just happy that she's okay. And she tells him what's his name, because she never actually got his name. And he says, my name is I'm not sick. Hold on. I was eating something a couple of days ago, or not a couple of days ago. I was just eating something right now. Anyway, oh yeah, I was eating some chips. Something got stuck in my throat. That's not the point. He would tell himself, "My name is Izuchi Monji Wado Midoriya," and she would say, her name is Asui Suyu, or Suyu Asui. But she just tells him to call him Sue. Anywho. I think Zoro, and yes, this time I'm putting saying Zoro. Zoro would be with Luffy and Sanji to see let's see, they would be there like watching Deku doing all this stuff, since Luffy's going to be a teacher, and so will Sanji, but he's going to be, instead of a teacher, he's also going to be a part-time cook over there at the school. Since most of his life he's been cooking. And both of them do know hockey. No, of course they know hockey. Oh, jeez, what am I talking about now? I'm sorry. Okay. So they would be gone, and Zoro wouldn't tell him that he was there. He would just want to keep it a surprise. Or no, he just knows that he's going to be accepted. Anyway, so they're done for the day, and Zoro tells him, "I know you're gonna make it," even though he already saw him like doing all that stuff. But anyway, he gets the letter, and All Might's, no, you know what? Not All Might's not gonna do this one. It's going to be Luffy. Luffy tells him that he's seen him. He's seen all the stuff that he's done, and not only that, that he knows his father too, and he wants to talk to him about all the stuff that they know about hockey and how to use it more proficiently. After that, since in the video he will tell him about all the stuff that they done, like how they got there, and how proud he is to know that his son is like a good swordsman. And this would be like a touchy feeling for him, because he still has Midoriya still does have feelings. Like, he still does feel like his because he gets that part from Minko. And Deku would be all like, he knows who my dad is. So he would talk to Zoro about like I think I said the number 5 euro or number 4, and he says, "Oh yeah, that's my captain." And he's never talked about the Straw Hats before, so this is like this will be like a news flash to him. And Zoro would talk about his whole past, like as being a pirate hunter and being a part of the Straw Hat Pirates. And this would kind of motivate Deku to like actually push himself even harder, since he doesn't know who Luffy is like personally. He just knows that his father knows him, and by that time he would become much more better with three sword style and all that stuff. But Zoro would actually talk to him about giving him some new swords, and Deku would be like, he'll kind of have this bond with Zoro. Even though they trained, they weren't talking all the time like father and son, since Zoro doesn't know how to be like father of the year. He's just kept him alive. So, you know, if my dad did that to me, I'd be happy myself. Anywho, he would get 2 new swords, since he's already have his old sword, and he would give him his the sword that he had like since the very beginning, that his friend gave him, or not his friend, his master did give him. Yeah, it's the white blade. I forgot what it's called. And he would give him the one that was like the demonic sword, and he would have the other one that's just one of the famous ones. But because Zoro would have like a lot of swords from back then. He just uses the ones that are stronger, but he does want him to give something, like, to make sure he knows that he trusts him. To make sure he knows how much he trusts him, like, for all these years. So this will be more of a touchy feeling. Anyway, moving on. He goes to school for the first day, and since, let's see, you know what? Yeah, Aizawa will be still, he would still be the teacher. Because of plot. Just saying that. I really don't have reasons all the time. So, he would know that Aizawa was there because of his... Man, I still don't know what... I always forgot that hockey. Sheesh. Conqueror's hockey, armament hockey, and vision hockey. Anyway. So he would use his perception hockey, and he would know that Zoro, not Zoro, freaking Aizawa was like sitting on the, not sitting there, not sitting down. He would be asleep, since I guess Aizawa likes to sleep. That's pretty much all I can say. So he would go and tell him, no, he would just sit down because he's more early. And after that, students and other students will be coming inside. And I'm going to keep Mineta in class 1A because even though he's a pervert, he's those funny ones. You need something for comic relief. But he's got Zoro's not gonna fuck. Deku would not like him at first because of his perverted side. But he'll get used to it unless it's his girlfriend and Asui, since it's gonna be a Deku / female Bakugo / Suyu. Oh, sheesh. But he would see Bakugo after that, like, putting her feet up. And a couple of minutes later, he would see Ida. Let's just say he's gotten, like, because of his good grades, he's not in the very bottom, but he's in the very... He's 75%. No, he's out of $1, he's 25 cents. So let's not look. So yeah, and he wouldn't see Deku at first because he doesn't recognize him because he's wearing a bandana. And he tells him to about no. Ida tells her about the whole... No, Ida tells Bakugo... Yes, okay. I'm back on track. Ida tells Bakugo about the whole... to put your legs down, it's indecent, since she's wearing a dress. Not a dress, she's wearing a skirt. And about school property. And Deku would grab Ida, and he would use his quirk on him as pressure, and just, let's see, he would put 200 pounds, and Ito wouldn't be able to walk or do his freaking robotic hand thing, like he was doing whatever he was doing that just made him try to do the electric slide. Anyway, so he looks at him with Conqueror's Hockey, since, you know, I'm going to give him to it. I'm going to give Conqueror's Hockey to him. because this is a good what if for me. This is my very first what if. So he just knocks him out. And the other students, since they're in class already, they're all happy. They're kind of like, they don't hear like anybody annoy them or keep talking. And Aizawa would be like, oh, like, I don't know what he did, but he was just talking and talking and talking. And Aizawa would have heard this and try to start waking up, but he just heard him not talking anymore, so it's like somebody got him to shut up. I'm glad. So he has his 5 extra minutes, and he wakes up. Oh yeah, Ida's on the floor, taking a nap. Or whatever he's done. He got knocked out cold. But Aizawa would introduce himself, even though Ida's on the floor. He doesn't really care. And what was it called again? They're gonna be doing the I forgot what oh man, I'm trying to remember. The test? I'm just gonna say it's the test. It's the outside test. And everybody's going to the locker rooms and stuff. And when he takes off his shirt, you just see like cuts and burns. Because I guess the burns would have given his skin different color. And the bruises that haven't like healed yet, because Zoro would have been training Deku still. So every time he gets bruises, he becomes like, he'll have like different sets of purple on him. Ah man, I know that from experience myself. That's not the point. The point is, everybody looks at him and they're kind of terrified, because they don't know what to like say. Except for Kirishima. Kirishima is like falling in love with his scars, no homo. And they would tell him, what has he been doing? Like, to do this to himself. He said, and Deku says that he's been on an island for 7.5 years and starting to like fight big gorillas and rhinoceros and somewhat. And like, there were the rhinoceroses and all the animals were bigger, but they have different quirks. So they would be like, yeah, like I said, they'll be throwing knives at him, be shooting fire, electricity, ice, and all that other good stuff. And what else would I think of? Oh yeah, so once that's done, Mineta would have been like trying to look through the I forgot, he'll be looking through one of those peepholes, since somebody did make one. And before that happens, you would see like a sword right in front of his eye. Like just you just hear a swing, and then like you hear this, like you would see it in his on his freaking eye, not on his freaking eye, like so close to the eye, like instead of like a peephole, you just see like a sword. And Mineta's like looking at him, and Deku would have like just told him, if you look at those girls one more time, you're not gonna have any eyes, and I have one. So I'm giving you none. That pretty much sucked for him. No, that would actually be good. At least he won't be a pervert anymore. But he's gonna be learning how to use them hands. Back to the subject. So it'll be the, I don't know if it was the ball throw, all this stuff. I'm gonna do the ball throw last, and I'm gonna do the running test. It's Ida, Bakugo, Midoriya, and I don't know who else. Kaminari. Okay, Mr. Lightning Bolts, Mr. Saitama's face. Yeah, face. And Ida would look at him like, he's not gonna run faster than me. And the moment, I wouldn't say he would say that. He would just be like, my quirk was made for this and all that crap. Yeah, because he's gonna have he's gonna be a little like Monoma, like thinks he's better because his family's the Ingenium family. Unbeknownst to him, Deku's family has the freaking one of the best swordsmen in the world, and he served under the Pirate King himself. Yeah. But anyway, the moment Aizawa says go, all you see is Deku in front of Aizawa, and he grabs his little whatever clock thingy, and he just touches it, and it's 0.1. You know what? He's fast as heck. Because I don't know, he's been running most of his life. No, yeah, he would be running most of his life, because most of his life consisted of 7.5 years, and he's already 14 or 15 out of when he was 6 years old. So yeah, most of his life he's been running. Okay. So let's see. Ida would have ran in second place. Then it's Bakugo. Then it's Thunder Boy. You know, sugar tits. I'm sorry, I'm kind of high. But anyway, so I think he would be first in that, and he will also be first in what is that thing called? In the in the arm grip strength, in the grip strength, and so the side to side lunges. You know, I'm always gonna give that to what's it called? To Great Boy, whatever his name is. Yeah, Mineta. Oh, jeez, I'm so stupid. Yes, he's not gonna be as fast as that, since he never actually done side to side lunges like that. Although it could probably help one day in the future. But anyway, after the ball throw, let's say that it's Deku's first, so he throws the ball, but instead of using he'll use what is it called, armament hockey, and just shoot it like probably 2,000 meters or 2,000 not 2,000 miles. Yeah, 2,000 meters, and let's see what else. He would be using armament hockey, and he'll use it the one that's the flame. Yeah, he'll use that flame hockey, where it's like blackish, reddish, crimson, dark maroon, reddish, whatever. The one that looks like blood. He throws it, and it's 2,000 meters. You know what? Yeah, it's 2,000 meters. Everybody's shocked. Aizawa's mostly shocked. Ida's second to be shocked. Yeah, those were and after that the rest will be just like, oh jeez, one of us is gonna die, or one of us is gonna get kicked out, and everybody looks at Mineta. No, they don't look at him. They just secretly think Great Boy's gonna be first in line. After that, Bakugo She does her. She gets about 900 because she's trained with deku, and it just goes from there. And I'm gonna try to do the. No, you know, I'm just gonna cut it off right now because I'm really like I'm really tired. I haven't slept for 2 days, which I don't know why. I usually sleep for at least a good 3 days. But if you liked it, comment, like, and subscribe. Do whatever you want. I want to at least get up to, let's say, I want to get to 500 likes. You know, I want to start small. 500 sounds doable. So if you liked it, please subscribe, and I'll see you the next time. All right, this is Ivan Torres. Bye.